Right now, we have a hot issue going on in our district at 2501 86th Street. I want to thank all the neighbors for coming out these several days in continuous protests against this homeless shelter that Mayor Mamdani is so dead set on putting in our neighborhood. I just don't understand it. He's declaring war on all of us over here in Bensonhurst, Gravesend, Bath Beach, in southern Brooklyn. Why? We have a great neighborhood.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about the gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feast and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
All right, listen to me. Very important that you know this. Don't be a dork. Don't be gross. Especially, don't be gross. Don't be walking around town with gross teeth looking like something nobody's going to want to make out with. Okay? Very important. And one surefire way to avoid that, or one step towards that, would be to stop voting Democrat. Don't support the Democrats. That is gross. They support the nastiest of the nasties moving into your neighborhood. Now, I believe in helping the homeless and doing nice things for homeless people. There are people who fall onto hard times. They fall short on their luck, and they're temporarily not able to do certain things or get in certain places in life, and their finances are bad and they get stuck without a home. And they fall into that temporary situation. But there's a problem. You know, a lot of homeless are career homeless people. They don't just fall short of luck. Without provocation, they turn to drugs. Their life spirals out of control. They go homeless, refuse to get off the drugs, and stay homeless for the rest of their lives. And as sad as it is, those lives are usually very short lives, or they're shortened. You don't see homeless people in their 90s, for example. You don't see homeless people in their mid to late 80s. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure they exist. But it does not, comprise of even a quarter of the homeless, or even an eighth of the homeless population in any given city. Okay? And what I'm saying is this. They're building this homeless shelter on 86th Street and 25th Avenue. 2501 86th Street should not become a homeless shelter. It should not. I am against it. I live not far from there, and I am against this place becoming a homeless shelter, because they're not going to put people who are temporarily down on their luck there. They're going to put riffraff there, and they're going to put undocumented migrants there, a.k.a. illegal trespassers, illegal aliens. And I don't think people should get punched in the face for using the term illegal alien. But if someone's that mad about it, find me and bring it. The point of it is this, okay? There's other ways to help the homeless without just sticking them in some random building, and then that random building being near a high school, 3 junior high schools, and an elementary school. It's just not good. It's just not good. And Steve Chan is right, who you saw at the beginning of the video. Steve Chan is 100% correctamundo, Raymundo. He has every right to fight this developer, who, to my understanding, is trying to sue Steve Chan for speaking out against the project to put this homeless shelter together. So he wants to sue Steve Chan for speaking out on behalf of the people who voted for him, who agree with what he's saying. Meanwhile, you have two property owners that are suing him because he wants to dig into their backyards. You know the term, not my backyard? He wants to literally dig into the backyards of these two homeowners to develop this project. He stands to make money from this. It's not, oh, look at me, I'm helping the homeless. No, look at me getting paid by the city contract to turn a neighborhood upside down and not care what happens to that neighborhood. And we have a mayor that doesn't care what happens to South Brooklyn. South Brooklyn is the holdout. It's like the last area. Bath Beach, Bensonhurst, Gravesend. These areas are the last holdout, these neighborhoods, from total destruction. A lot of what you see in Manhattan, supposed rich, well-to-do places like Chelsea. And we don't want this neighborhood to be like these other neighborhoods. The way the South Bronx was in the early 80s, for example. That was sick. We don't want South Brooklyn to become that. We don't want Gravesend and Bensonhurst to become that. It was never meant to be that. And kudos to Steve Chan for fighting for this neighborhood. And incidentally, I'm making this video due to a request from several of my viewers, one of whom comments often on my videos. And thank you very much for the suggestion. I just needed the material in order to address it. And here I am. And so, yeah, Steve Chan's fighting for us. Steve Chan is the man. Another one fighting for us is a very ethical woman by the name of Nicole Maliotakis, who I am proud to call my congresswoman. And meanwhile, where's Assemblyman Colton? Where's Bill Colton? Originally, he was side by side with Steve Chan, supposedly fighting for the rights to keep this a peaceful neighborhood. Now he's piggybacking off of Mamdani, backing Mamdani's decision. This was a man who originally went with Cuomo instead of Sliwa. So, he showed that he's more loyal to a party than the people who put him in office. And he's been there for quite some time, collecting dust. He's done some nice things in the early days, but now he's got to go. He's one of those moderates. This is exactly what I'm talking about. People like Chuck Schumer, people like Bill Colton. Bill Colton is one of those moderates that are held hostage by the radicals, like Zora Mamdani, AOC, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren. There are no moderates anymore. Anybody that presents themselves as a moderate will have to bend to the will of the radicals among them. Bill Colton is no exception. Time to go Republican, and I urge you to support my man John Riccatone. With that said, respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground, rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Don't be gross.